welcome back. I'm glad you found me. For those of you who just found me, I'm Tiara with Loving with Tiara, and we're going to chat today about insomnia. Just lightly, surface topic that it seems to always be popping up. And I'm talking about for people who actually depend on large amounts of sleep in order to be productive. They find themselves struggling with insomnia, waking up in the middle of the night or not even being able to go to sleep. I have suffered from insomnia for many years. I say suffered because I used to believe this was a bad thing. Now I realize I actually function off of a lot less sleep than the average person, and I'm happy. So that's kind of what you gauge it off of. People would say, no, you're just cussing because you're sleep deprived. And I said, no, I'm just cussing because you got on my dang on nerves. And I've already asked you to do that. So, no, it has nothing to do with sleep deprivation because I don't find myself cussing like that nowadays. Same sleep or less. Geez, lint roller. But anyhow, sleep, insomnia. Sleep is important. Our mattress is important too. But people have been sleeping on different types of mattresses and getting better quality sleep than the average person now for a long, long time. So mattress does play a part, but your quality of sleep does also. And so we have to make sure that people, when we get ready to go to bed, and the more we focus on the fact that we can't get to sleep, the more stressed out our body becomes. Our body is just like, well, now you're not, there you go doing it again. Just a whole bunch of like negative self-talk. And you just become down on yourself. And we can be some of the most abusive people to ourselves. It's just so sad, the things that we say, like, you're gonna be sleepy, and then she's gonna say something, and then you're gonna, and before you know it, you're on a spiral of negative thoughts that are just so unnecessary. So what do we do about this? I'm gonna say something natural. You already knew this. Why? Because I've done all that other stuff, like the Z-Quills and whatever medicine that they can give you at the therapy to get you to go to sleep when you're stressed out with depression and kids and all that good stuff. Husbands. I only had one, but in this lifetime so far. Not looking. But anyhow, back to the point. All those different things that would cause me to be able to go to sleep would also cause me to have a hangover the next day. And I try to keep my system kind of clean. But with that being said, I will take something if I need to. I just don't believe that that's the answer. The way that I try to fix this is always going to be something natural. You just look at Z-Quill, and I know they tried to do something where they took out all the color, because you look at it and you're thinking, there is no way that this color has anything to do with making me go to sleep. I hope. Is it the dye? I hope it is not the dye that's actually the active ingredient in here, because we sure could just cut the dye out. I mean, red and blue dye, like, oh my goodness, for my cookie and cake bakers and my bakers. Really? Could you imagine just like squeezing all that dye to make it that dark as that Z-Quill? That cannot be good for you. Just that alone, not to even mention all the active ingredients. It's just a lot. So what